while I was down there, there was something that happened. I don't even know what to call it. There was something that sounded like an earthquake, something that sounded like people got into.
Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher might have thought their wild past would stay buried, but it seems their alleged ties to Diddy's infamous parties are coming back to haunt them. If they believed they could escape the storm brewing around Diddy's scandal, they might want to think again. Allie Carter, an alleged victim of these high-profile gatherings, is blowing the lid off with shocking revelations, and she's brought receipts that could leave everyone involved scrambling for cover. Allie Carter's story isn't just another viral moment, it's a ticking time bomb. According to Allie, she was thrust into the dark underbelly of Hollywood at an alarmingly young age, witnessing things that would leave most of us speechless. Her claims read like the plot of a twisted Netflix thriller. But for Allie, this was all too real. What started as innocent hopes of attending a glamorous party quickly turned into a nightmare. Allie describes stepping into a world she couldn't have imagined, one filled with secrecy, exploitation, and powerful individuals playing a game where the rules were anything but fair.
But she actually...
Yeah, tell them stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big buses. You just see all type of pop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the door.
She insists these weren't isolated incidents, but part of a larger orchestrated system designed to shield the powerful and silence the vulnerable. And here's where it gets even darker. Allie claims these parties weren't the glitzy Hollywood bashes we imagine, with flowing champagne and carefree vibes. Instead, she paints a chilling picture of events fueled by power, control, and agendas so sinister they'd make your skin crawl. Beneath the surface of these so-called elite gatherings was an entirely different reality, one where exploitation wasn't just ignored, but actively facilitated.
With his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying. There were babies.
According to Allie, these weren't your run-of-the-mill after-parties. They were meticulously planned events designed to protect the powerful and entrap the vulnerable. The guest lists were hyper-exclusive, and if you got an invite, it wasn't just because you were famous, it was because you were trusted to keep the secrets. The most disturbing aspect, Allie claims there were all-black events, but these weren't about a dress code. She alleges young Black children were brought in under the guise of entertainment, only to face horrors that defy imagination. If true, this level of calculated exploitation is not just shocking, it's unforgivable. What's even more unsettling is that Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher's names are now being dragged into this mess. According to Allie, the couple wasn't just passive bystanders, they were active participants. Allie alleges these weren't just Hollywood parties gone wrong.
What they knew about
Touching the seriousness of trafficking yet, guys. Like, the videos that I've made, the videos that I've started to make, this is not even touching. This is the gist of it. Yeah. You don't live in the world you think you do.
They were environments engineered to exploit the most vulnerable. And it's not just Allie making these claims. Diddy's own neighbor has spoken out, sharing troubling accounts of buses filled with young girls being brought to Diddy's mansion late at night. The neighbor described scenes that raised countless red flags, saying, "You'd see buses arriving at all hours, especially around 3 a.m. It was wild." But let's circle back to Demi Moore. Her alleged involvement is raising eyebrows for more than one reason. Demi's troubled past is well documented. In her memoir, Inside Out, she shared harrowing stories of her childhood, including being sold out by her mother at the age of 15. Now, with these new allegations, people are questioning whether the trauma she endured as a teenager might have influenced some of the choices she made later in life. Fans are also revisiting some questionable moments from Demi's past, like that infamous video of her kissing her 15-year-old co-star Philip Tanzini multiple times on the lips when she was 19. At the time, it was brushed off as harmless, but in light of these new claims, it's sparking fresh scrutiny.
in anything.
Yeah, tell them stop bringing all the minors right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big buses. You just see all type of pop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the door.
And let's not forget her relationship with Ashton Kutcher. The two had a 16-year age gap, which was already a tabloid sensation. But now, people are wondering if there's more to their story. Ashton and Diddy were famously close during the early 2000s, with Ashton being a regular at Diddy's parties. Some speculate Ashton's connection to Diddy may have inadvertently drawn Demi into his chaotic world. Here's the kicker. Allie Carter isn't holding back. She alleges that Ashton and Demi were not only present at Diddy's parties, but participated in activities that would shock even the most jaded Hollywood insiders. Allie describes scenes where young girls were deliberately isolated and pressured into compromising situations, often with the complicity of the celebrities in attendance. And then there's Busby, the attorney representing one of Diddy's alleged victims. He's hinted that there's video evidence linking some of Hollywood's biggest names to these wild gatherings. If footage truly exists, it could blow the lid off one of the biggest scandals Hollywood has ever seen. Demi Moore's open relationship with Ashton Kutcher is also coming under scrutiny. While Demi once framed their arrangement as progressive and freeing, it's now being viewed in a much darker light.
That in a bit.
With his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying. There were babies.
Did their open boundaries blur into the chaos of Diddy's parties? And if so, how much did they know, or worse, participate in? As for Diddy, his legal troubles are mounting. With accusations ranging from trafficking to exploitation of underage guests, this is no longer just a celebrity scandal, it's a potential criminal case with life-altering consequences. And if Demi Moore's name is tied to this mess, her career could be in jeopardy.
Now
touching the seriousness of trafficking yet, guys. Like, the videos that I've made, the videos that I've started to make, this is not even touching. This is the gist of it.
Yeah. You don't live in the world you think you do.
The fallout from these allegations won't just affect Diddy. It could ripple through Hollywood, exposing a hidden network of complicity and exploitation among the industry's elite. The question now is whether justice will prevail, or if Hollywood's power players will find a way to sweep this under the rug once again. So, what do you think? Could Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher really have been part of something this sinister? Or is this just another case of Hollywood conspiracy theories gone wild? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video for even more jaw-dropping revelations.
happened to show up.